Okay, so I just got back from watching the new DiCaprio movie. The one of the most interesting movies that I've seen in a very, very long time. There are a lot of things about this movie that are really, really good. My first impressions are that this movie is deserving of the hype that it's getting, right? Everybody's saying that it's a really, really good movie and that it's pretty much a back to formula kind of like interesting movies where you don't really need a lot. It's just a great contained story with great characters and all this stuff. Now, the director here, Paul Thomas Anderson, is really, really good at bringing back his like experience, his whole like ordeal within a movie. It seems like such an experienced filmmaker really made this very, very good in detail. The story is really, really simple, yet works really, really well. The cast here is really, really good. The cast, DiCaprio, the Toro, and this girl that is the main character of the movie is not really a movie where the main character is DiCaprio or Toro or Sean Penn. It's a movie where the main character is a girl and the story kind of revolves around it so much that DiCaprio's character and Benicio del Toro's character are kind of inconsequential to the whole actions of the movie. The whole last third, they're basically just kind of running around trying to figure it out, and the girl just kind of fixes everything on her own. The story, it really works really, really well. It blends in this whole thing with very, very touchy subjects, sort of this whole thing with the Sean Penn character actually being the girl's dad and not DiCaprio's, and all this thing about war and like all this like immigration kind of thing, right? And all this PTSD, all of these factors are really, really good. This revolutionary style that it gives it as well, this touchy subject, and it really does it very, very naturally. One aspect that I really, really like about the movie is that it subverts your expectations really, really well. Um, Halfway through the movie, you kind of figure out where the story is going, and then the characters and the whole thing, they're acting towards the resolution of the film. But then the story kind of resolves itself in a very different way to what you're expecting, especially with such high cast and such important actors in main leading roles. The story really leads to this whole thing where you're not really expecting how it resolves, but it resolves so organically and so well. It does it so good that honestly by the end I was just more interested in everything else than really just kind of like, oh man, this really didn't happen this way, the way I thought. Um, there's this whole thing as well, this whole context, not only the immigration kind of thing, but also this Christmas lover members club where it's about this whole thing about racism and all the stuff that I think the movie handles pretty well. The movie doesn't really try to give you like a whole like, oh, this is right and this is wrong. It's just how things are and how some people just behave and some people just have their beliefs. And I think it does this really, really well. Now, also to be a little brutally honest within the movie, it's not the whole like best movie of the 21st century as well. It's not really that amazing. A lot of people are saying that this movie just kind of brings back everything and just kind of gives you a good taste of good movies. I feel this year we have gone a lot of good movies, starting from the Michael B. Jordan's vampire flick and this whole movies that we've seen and all this series as well, like adolescence and all this stuff that touch really, really important subjects, but are not trying to give you this whole like lesson of oh, you got to learn that this is not the right way of doing things. It's just the way of how it is and how the world behaves and how the United States really is. And I think this is key for the movie for the enjoyment. Here, there's no spare part. in the way that all the actors bring something. DiCaprio here brings one of the funniest, probably, acts of his whole career. Yet he's not trying to be the funny character, right? This is very, very important. He just kind of goes through this whole thing where it's this commentary on this people that are like came from revolutionary kind of things and all of this like fuck the system kind of vibes, and then it goes back to them trying to live a normal life, right? This paranoia, this whole thing, and this PTSD that it does really, really good. Benicio del Toro is also really, really good in this movie. He's not that much in it, though, but when he is in it, he really does steal the camera, to be honest. He's so profound in the way that he kind of behaves himself. He has this sort of charisma type experience that I can't really explain really well, but he brings a sort of calmness to the movie because the movie is just action, action, action all the time, and it's sort of this cat and mouse chase and this whole thing. But it also has these moments where it's kind of like human and genuine, and I think it blends it really, really well. There are a lot of ways where this movie could have just dropped the ball, and it didn't. It didn't. It did it really, really well towards the end. The ending is one of the most unexpected yet sort of climactic endings that I've seen in a while in a movie. Very, very reminiscent of the Paul Thomas Anderson kind of movies, There Will Be Blood and all these movies that he has done that are really, really good, and the endings are really, really interesting. I think here he does it really, really well. And yeah, that's all my comments about the movie. It's pretty good. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5, to be honest. It's really, really solid, and I honestly can't recommend it enough. It is a movie that it's better enjoyed in theaters, and I think it's a story that I think everybody could kind of resonate with a little bit. This whole aspect of the sort of being tired of the system, sort of being born into this very unfunctional kind of family, very dysfunctional kind of family, and all this stuff. And I think it does it really, really good. I think it's a very, very straightforward movie, and I loved it. I loved it, and it's really entertaining. And that's about it for this one. Thank you guys for watching.